there, how are you? Okay, today I've got your ex, okay? They're crying about how they've lost you, okay? To one specific friend, I feel the friend is a female energy, and I feel they're a water sign, okay? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, rising or moon, or possibly Venus, not just the sun sign, okay? You know who this person is, who they're talking to. This person's on your side. There's a friend that you both know, and they're on your side, okay? So they're saying to your ex, hang on in there, don't give up, keep fighting, okay? And I feel that you've known this message will come in, and it's been quite a long time. You've been waiting for a long time. Also, I feel that your ex always kept you waiting. You know, there was always almost like a promise of something, and then it never quite happened. You know, they never quite got there, okay? But they're definitely talking to a female who I feel is more of a water sign. They're talking about how it's all gone wrong. Things in your ex's life are not turning out the way they hoped it would, okay? I think your ex is in the Five of Cups energy. So they are grieving. It's not working. And also I feel that your ex is crying because they feel they've lost you, okay? But there's this friend who's saying, no, come on. You need to make an effort, with you. Give it a go. Get in touch, see what they've got to say, all right? So let's have a look. I'm going to have a look at your ex's environment and see what's going on, any other messages as well that come through, and really the best possible outcome in this, okay? So I'll just give these a shuffle, just while I'm shuffling though. I hope you're okay. That's the main thing, if you're okay, okay? Put yourself first. It's not selfish. Okay, you know, selfishness is where you tend to put yourself first and it will hurt others. But putting yourself first as self-care is not selfish, all right? So just while I'm shuffling, if you'd like a reading, oh, that wanted to come out, click on the title of this video. Links are in the description box, okay? To the website, all the readings are on there, and check out the free relationship report as well. And thank you so much for your comments. I do read all of the comments, okay, absolutely every single one of them, and I send you so much love. All right, what have we got in your ex's environment? Well, we have the Ten of Cups in the reverse, they're all reverses, and the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, and Justice in the reverse. Right, they're getting the karma, okay? Ten of Cups in the reverse is dysfunctional families. It means that it's not working out wherever they've gone, whatever they're doing. It's just not happening, okay? There's a lack of security and a lack of stability though, with that Three of Pentacles in the reverse as well. For me, it's like the unfinished building site card in a relationship. So nothing ever gets finished, nothing's secure, nothing's stable. You know, your ex feels like they're wasting their time, that they're just gonna give up, all right? There's definitely too many cooks in the kitchen here. There's a third spoke in all of this. Somebody connected into your ex is not making much of an effort. They're kind of really quite lazy at the moment. I do feel that your ex is slightly trapped with the Ten of Cups in the reverse. But they're looking back at you and how really they had everything with you, but they blew it. I can see why they're in the Five of Cups energy that came out earlier with these cards, okay? It's just not working out, you know, but it is karmic retribution, you know, Justice in the reverse. It is karmic. There is some dishonesty and some lies that were imparted on you. You were made to feel like you were crazy, you weren't validated, you weren't heard. Possibly there's a family influence in here with this Ten of Cups. a dysfunctional family, okay, that got involved somewhere along the line. However, it is all coming home to roost. But you do have an ally in your camp, whether you want this or not, whether you decide, you know what, I don't want this back, I don't want them back, I'm not interested. There is this female energy who you did actually get on with, okay? Now, they could be part of a family, okay, and maybe you didn't see eye to eye at the end, but I feel that you know that they were told lies, that this friend who your ex is crying to was lied to. And because sometimes blood's thicker than water, I'm hearing, they almost had to back them up. But they've realised now, and it's because your ex is opening up. They're opening up. This female energy is non-judgmental, and I feel they've had a life where they haven't always followed everybody else's rules. So the female energy is someone who thinks outside the box a bit more, could be a little bit quirky, not so, well, I need to do this because everyone says it. Okay, in fact, they're probably the black sheep. If it is a family situation, they're probably the black sheep of that family. All right, that's what I'm getting here. Now, let me see what your ex would like to say to you. I'm very interested to see if they're going to do anything though today. If they're going to make any moves, what do they want to say? They miss your hope and your optimism. Okay, now you could be an air sign. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but they miss your hope, they miss your optimism. You just are magnetic, okay? You're magnetic, and they miss that. They really, really do miss that. I think you could be air, or you've got prominent air in your chart somewhere. Right. If you were married to this person, I feel that they regret letting it go. If they didn't marry you, they regret not putting a ring on it. Now, this could just be they regret not committing more, but I do feel there is definitely more of a legal thing they regret not doing, okay? But also I feel there's also an energy of someone who regrets letting their past relationship, maybe a past marriage or civil partnership or long-term commitment, bring those problems into what was your relationship, okay? I'm really hearing the word hornet's nest, and I do feel there was people taking sides, people picking sides, but then I also feel that your ex at time didn't finish what they started, and they were a bit lazy, okay? And they are to blame here because they were the ones that caused the side picking. But this female energy, who you both know, who could be related to your ex, is now actually saying to them, look, you need to sort yourself out. You need to make some decisions in your life. Your life, I'm hearing your life's ticking. Your life's ticking. Do something. Do something, okay? Your ex is frightened as well, deep down, that you are going to meet somebody else, or you already have, that will replace them. They have a fear of being replaced, even if they're just doing nothing. They have a massive, massive fear of being replaced by somebody else. They took the wrong path. They definitely took the wrong path. It's such a shame, isn't it, when people get other people involved. They just get other people involved. Just picking this deck up for a minute. Yeah, there was a lot of passion between you and your ex. Somebody, though, could have had addictive behaviours, okay? Somebody was numbing something. Now, I feel this is related into somebody who brought baggage from a previous relationship into this relationship They didn't face it, they didn't feel it, they didn't deal with it. And it all ended up on your doorstep with you to sort out. You were kind, you listened, you empathised, but all you ever did was wait. All you ever did was wait. You know, you tried to protect your ex. You could see what was going on. You understood their wounds, you understood their trauma. But then they didn't protect you, they kept you waiting, and somebody had an addiction, okay? And also irrational behaviour. There was some irrational behaviour here, okay? Somebody also spent a lot of time online. I'm going to throw that in there because that's what I'm seeing. So that didn't help either. Let's see what they'd like to say. I'm grateful for the lesson. Okay, so they've learnt something from this. I hide behind material things. I don't think it's just material things. I think they just hide. With that card that came out at the beginning, it's the Nine of Wands. That is somebody who has literally got all these wands around them, and they're very wary, and they don't open up, and they're just like watching, okay? I feel that your ex hid a lot of stuff, okay? Very secretive energy. I love you. Yeah, I know, but is that enough? I couldn't let you get close to me. I think they did at the beginning, and maybe for a while, but they'd never dealt with that. They hadn't dealt with what this Nine of Wands was about, okay? So eventually they reverted back to behaviour because they hadn't processed some grief from the past. There was an energy of unprocessed baggage, let's call it that they dragged into your relationship, and it caused a lot of problems. Okay, now you can lead a horse to water, okay, but you're not there to always heal people, because if they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. And you know, I feel with your ex, they knew you were telling the truth. Whatever you were saying was right, it was bang on. You were literally reading them like a book. But they denied it all and then went on the offensive with the blame game kind of nonsense, okay? And it's great that they love you, but have they actually changed? You know, have they changed? Because for you it was exhausting. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Yeah, I feel it was hard to let you go, but I think what they did, and I'm being really specific today, is that they didn't go quietly. That's why they're sat in their karma. They didn't apologise. You know, some people, even if you will sit there and say, well, I did this wrong, or I'm sorry about that, or hands up. Some people won't ever. Because I'm not saying, you know, they're all narcissistic, could just be a little bit toxic, very wounded, damaged. But to go within and admit something that you're not right, or that you kind of didn't quite, you know, get it right, some people won't do that because it shatters whatever identity they've built up. But then for you, trying to deal with that identity, especially if there was a Ten of Cups dysfunctional family in the mix, of it all being fake and you never quite knew where you were, that's really hard for you. That's what I'm really hearing today. I know I'm going off tangent, but that's what I'm channeling. It's just very, very hard for you. Let me just let Lenormand, brutal. Okay, yeah. Your person was in and out, up and down, all over the place. Very argumentative in the middle, confrontational. Yeah. But argumentative people surrounding you. Your person could have been older than you, okay? There could have been parents there could have been older people, okay, who should have known better, who were very confrontational, and cause problems, and then your ex is here and they're there and they're just all over the place. All right, very unsettling for you, which I've definitely got with this Three of Pentacles. You know, delays, disappointment, you know, little effort, just like no effort. Yeah, very stubborn, very isolated, arrogant, suffocating, and the mice, stress. And I do feel that the people that caused you problems were very close to you. Very close. Nibbling away in the background. Fake people. But there is this one female who your ex is crying to. Okay? That is saying they need to get off their backside and do something about it before it's too late. Alright, before it's too late. I'm not sure about the outcome, actually. I feel that you need to maintain boundaries. You need to maintain boundaries. Let somebody prove themselves. You've got nothing to prove now. You have nothing to prove. I don't care if everybody's told you it was your fault, you did this, you did that, and you're the worst person walking the planet. Absolute rubbish. You know, even just one card, that Ten of Cups in reverse to me, is fake promises, all staged, nothing's as it seems, families that are dysfunctional, okay, coupled with the Five of Cups as well, just pain and tears. Okay, best possible outcome. What are they doing? Are they coming in, or are they just going to do nothing, sit and cry? Yeah, the Fool. There is a possibility. Okay, very blunt here. If you've been apart for about a year with this card specifically, they will come in and they'll just want a fresh new start. And I think they'll mean it, okay, to a certain extent. But the Fool can also mean that someone's going to contact you, but they're not that serious. Now, I don't feel it's that they wouldn't be that serious about you, but what I have to say today, and I'm going to, is I don't feel they'd be that serious about the pain they caused in the past and their own input into what went wrong. Okay, almost like I've been channeling that they would just like, okay, I'm back. Should we go out? Should we do this? Let's start again. But there's no depth. And after what happened, there should be depth. I'm not saying you want to keep repeating the old story. If you can't let go of the old story, then reconciliations do tend to fail. But I do also feel in this energy today that you deserve one conversation where somebody actually says, you know, hey, I didn't put enough effort in. It was all very confrontational. I let my past affect our relationship. Maybe family members got mixed up in it, okay? So yeah, there is a strong possibility they will come back in, but it will be a very light-hearted energy. All right. Are they going to apologise? Six of Cups. It's strong. Yeah, they possibly will do and bring some balance back into it. Yeah, I feel that there could possibly be an apology with the Six of Cups. That's a positive sign. That's positive. So they'll look back at the past. Maybe it was something from their childhood, their family, definitely family here with the Six of Cups as well. And they want to bring some balance. I think they're actually going to say, look, you know what? I was out of order, okay? I was out of order. But the Fool is not, it's the beginning of the major arcana, so it's like the start of it, all right? But you just decide what you want. You know, let me just get a card for you. You decide what you want. Always, always put yourself first. You're on that pedestal. Remember, you are amazing. You're irreplaceable. Absolutely irreplaceable. Right, the card, here we go. Healing family issues. Yeah, that's the key. We'll wrap this up now, but I just had a feeling to use this deck. I think that there is going to be a conversation about a family issue. whether it's a previous marriage they've had, civil partnership, long-term living arrangement, maybe children got involved, but there's something that you are going to have a conversation about, okay? You are most definitely going to have this conversation. I think for you though, you stand firm with this card. So basically this card is about disconnecting. So I feel for you with this person, it's all about you having your boundaries and saying that's great, but I don't want all these other people's involvement. It has to be, this is how it's going to be, this is how we go forward, or we don't. Okay, so quite an interesting read today, quite a mix of stuff there, but just remember you're on the pedestal, okay? You don't do crumbs, you don't even do the loaf, you want the whole table, and you deserve it, you are worthy of it, you are more than enough, okay? Absolutely more than enough, yeah. And keep your friends close as well. Keep your friends close, all right? And just remember, even if it's difficult, take a chance with something else as well. There's something else you're thinking about doing. Go to the edge, take a leap of faith and do it. You are protected, okay? Just do it. Don't second guess it. Just take a chance, take a leap of faith with something. It doesn't mean love, but there's something else you're going to be offered, and it's going to be exciting, and you're going to feel it here, but then your head's going to start getting involved, your monkey mind, as I like to call my mind. It starts saying, no, you can't do this, who do you think you are? No, just do it. Just do it, okay? I love you. I'm sending you so much love and energy, and just remember, you get to choose here. No one else. It's your choice, all right? Love you. Bye.